Yes, yes, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I know, I know. No more questions, no more pictures. I get it. I guys, don't worry. Don't worry. Yeah. Zach Lee with the motherfucking W, bro. I told y'all Zach Lee been the boy. I've been telling y'all, bro. I've been telling you Zach is the boy. But people don't listen to me, bro. People don't listen to me. He whooped Daniel ass, bro. He got the dub, bro. Zach Lee got the goddamn dub, bro. Before I even talk about the damn chapter, y'all know what that means? This is Daniel's first official L as a strong dude. Because before when he lost, it was only because he didn't have enough technique. But now he's too cocky. So Zack is a genius. Just like I've been saying, Zack has better technique, his this, his that. But his goddamn ego has been slowing his ass down. He's too prideful. He thinks he's too good. And because of that, he was losing himself within himself. And then when he realized, I'm not a genius. You know, he never called me a genius. But didn't call him a genius because his pride, bro. He didn't want him. He needed him to put himself down to earth. And that's how you work out as a genius. So he came through with that punch. Like Herculean punch, bro. Look at it. I don't even exercise, bro. He just okay, I'm relaxed now. I'm relaxed. I'm okay now. My excitement was just it was just a temporary moment, okay? I just needed to let y'all know that first of all, remember when I said that the main character for this arc is gonna be Zack. Remember when I said that this arc is about Zack, right? And obviously Eli as well. But it's because the Jasmine storyline, everything, it just made sense for it to focus on him. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad it did, bro. I'm glad we did, and it was necessary, I think, for the story to take this turn and allow Zack Lee to get the win. Because I think if Daniel had won, it would undermine the characters like Zack. You know what I'm saying? It would undermine characters like Vasco. It would undermine all the other characters because it's just like, yeah, Daniel wins no matter what because Daniel has a perfect body. But I think if the story is called Lookism, looks and things like that, it's not everything, bro. It's just not everything. I'm so glad that the other San, bro. I'm so glad. I'm sorry I doubted you. I did think that your story was becoming a bit one-dimensional and a bit extremely predictable, you know what I'm saying? Even though the story got more grandiose and the problems got bigger, but I felt like the flaws were becoming more exposed. I felt like the characters weren't growing the way they should be. I felt like Daniel was just becoming too OP, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is not One Punch Man where that works because of the premise of the story, you know what I'm saying? It's not hardcore leveling warrior where that also works because of the premise of the story. It's supposed to be it was initially a very down to earth story that became Mafia 2.0, Grand Theft Auto type crazy bully, Bulwark Academy game. You know what I'm saying? But I think this gives me hope for the upcoming chapters. It gives me hope that there's that the story is in the right hands, bro. Obviously he created it. Obviously it's in the right hands, but like he's gonna do it justice. You know what I'm saying? I'm very very happy with this decision. Not just because I love Zack. Like even if it was Vasco that he was fighting, I think you would need to see Vasco win that. You know what I'm saying? I think it's just better for the story for Daniel to take an L. I think should only be a select few characters that should be able to implement that L, which should obviously Gon, Gu, I think Vasco, I think Zack and him should be around the same level. I think it's fair if Zack beats him every now and then, and if he beats Zack every now and then. You know what I mean? And then Eli Jan, I think Eli Jan should be stronger than him. You know what I mean? I think I think those guys are obviously stronger than him, but I think in the people his own peers, it undermines them if he's obviously clearly and way stronger than all of them. You know what I mean? It takes away from like the excitement of the story. You know what I'm saying? It was interesting when Jay lost to Logan. You know what I'm saying? It's interesting when you see stuff happen differently. And in this episode, we really learn a lot about Zack. You know what I'm saying? That he really, really loves boxing. But obviously his arrogance and his ego was preventing him from excelling to a new level. Because even if you think of somebody like Johan, he knows he's phenomenal, but at the same time, he's not driven by ego, if that makes sense, right? He is, but he's not. You know what I'm saying? He has something else that he's driven by. He's driven by, it's like when Zack needs to protect Mira, right? I think that's when Zack is at his strongest point. And right now he needs to protect Jasmine. And that's why he's so powerful. Because it's not about him. It's not about his pride. It's not about his ego. It's about, I have to win for this situation. I have to win for this other person. I think when Zack lets go of himself, that's when he really truly excels, which is so good to see, man, because he needed this kind of growth, and Daniel needed to experience this loss so that he doesn't feel like Superman, so he doesn't feel like I'm strong, I can make anything that I want to happen, which is kind of how I felt the story was going like. So I'm super glad that the author decided, look, that's not going to happen. I'm not going to allow that to happen. We're going to make this proper. We're gonna give him flaws. We're gonna give him failures. He's gonna grow. He's gonna eventually make it to the top. You know what I'm saying? And guys, I have another suggestion for you guys. If you don't read it, some of you probably already read it. Tower of God. Please check that shit out, bro. Oh my days, that and Hardcore Legend Warrior are probably the two best webtoons I've read so far, bro. Like you guys gotta check that shit out. I caught up to 200 chapters in 2 days, guys, or 3 days, however many days you've seen me uploading. Tower of God. That's how many days I've been reading, and I'm 200 chapters deep, and I have so much more reviews coming for you guys. Thanks, guys, for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I'm obviously, before I go, I'm looking super forward to Zack Lee versus our big boy. What's his name again? He's Sword, man. Jake Sword, bro. He said knife. That crazy is that. That shit like a whole machete, bro. That shit like a whole AK-47. That shit a bazooka. That shit a nuclear bomb. Fuck you talking about a knife. That shit a fucking elite super. That's Soul Calibur, nigga. What you talking about? Just a knife. Boy, you crazy. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I definitely am looking forward to. I don't know why his name is not coming to my head. It's really annoying me because it's like I can picture it, but I just can't grab it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's been your boy Supreme Uchiha the God. If you like, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. And if you have thoughts, leave a comment down below. I love discussing Lookism with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. I'm out.